Hey guys, I'm in New York, so I'm back in the US, and yeah, this is like the end of my 3 months traveling in Europe, and that was what the vlog was for. But I actually will continue traveling. I'm going to stay in New York for a bit, then LA, then like my life is kind of unfolding as we speak. So I'll find out where I go. I think I want to end this series at like 50, but I might keep vlogging as it makes sense. But I'm gonna show you guys where I'm staying, which is I'm in this like other community space that this is like maybe where I feel most home right now. Yeah. There's like climbing holds on the kitchen cabinet doors, and anyways, I actually had a bit of I want to talk about community and connection and romance, because this is something that I've been actively mulling over and have a project around. So I'll use this as a space to like actively think out loud and invite people to also talk about it and get some discussion going. And yeah, I think similar to adult friendship, I remember a period in my life where I actually feel blessed to have had a lot of positive experiences of community, especially with like the climbing community. And then when I was growing up, I was surrounded with like this friend group, and our family friends were always going skiing and camping and whatnot. But there is this big dip after university where I felt like I lost community. And some people don't have any idea of what community is like, so I wanted to sort of explore that. And through the next series of videos, come to a more refined idea of what it is I would like to have, or what it is I think I want to birth or present to the world as like a way to heal, or just a proposal. Because I don't want to be like, this is the way that the world should be, but like this is something that I think would be my vision or a dream. And so when I didn't have community, I felt like all my friends were like one-off friendships. They didn't know each other. And I think it's not necessarily like that they need to be in the same community, but when you have friends who are in the same community, they naturally meet each other. And it's not like a closed friend group with just you and your 10 friends. It's porous, and so there's constantly new people coming in, and they just join in whatever this thing is. And I think what is part of the definition of a community is having some third thing. It's like a shared interest, for example, climbing, or a third space, like the climbing gym, or maybe it is like a chateau, or some kind of living room, a courtyard, and there is some sort of shared interest. Maybe that is just that you all live right there and you go through the courtyard every day, or you're into soccer. And like that, the shared interest and the shared space leads to repeated interactions, and the repeated interactions, the like unintended repeated interactions, no like two people actually made an effort to meet each other, but they were both drawn to the same thing and drawn to the same space. That is what leads to a community forming. And I think that this is actually really key for people to feel a sense of belonging and to continually make new friendships and feel embedded in the social fabric. And so I actually think it's very important for people to have hobbies and have interests, and that like the interests might be just curiosities at first. You might be really, not necessarily passionate right off the bat, but there's a way that curiosity can compound over time and little bits add to it, and you make progress, or you find new details that are adding to some kind of story, and that this can lead to like making friends around this or talking to people, and like the curiosity can actually lead to something that you're not interested in right away becoming something that is more important to you. And it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it just drops away, and that's okay. But I do feel like having some shared third thing is what a community revolves around. And that when you have something like that, and when you have multiple things like that, you have groups of people. And it's okay if a friend moves away, because there's new people that comes in and helps foster this sense of social health, societal health. And for example, church used to be a really major aspect of living in a community. Like there's like a ritual to it. You always go on Sundays. You dress a certain like nicer way, you see each other, you like there's like this rhythm to it. And these types of rhythms and these types of co-regulation, when you're around a group of people, they all know each other, it might not even be like their best friends, but you like are moving together, like it's almost like this embodied social fabric that is happening. And when I think about people reflecting how terribly lonely they are, they haven't been touched in months, they haven't been hugged, they feel atomized in their little like white box apartments in the city, I think it can be due to a lack of like being in a room with a group of people who are all sort of like moving together, and being somewhere where if you're gone, they notice and they go, oh, where were you on Friday? You weren't at the film screening. These types of small interactions go a long way to helping you feel like you're a part of something, and that you're a part of, like, you will be missed if you're gone. You're part of the collective conscious. You're not just a invisible ghost. I think I'll stop there for today. I think that was a good ramble. I'm going to continue these during probably this week in New York, just to get my thoughts out. I would love to hear people's, like, if there's anything that you want to add to this. Yeah, I've been sort of brainstorming on ways to foster healthy community, and I think I have another video from earlier about like healing social fabrics. This is like an area that I'm really interested in. So, all right, see you guys.